Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. And another day. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm sure you can I'm sure you can guess what happened. I'm sure you can guess what happened. It happened once before, but sorry about that. But I think you can guess what happened over there. But once before, also the same thing had happened, but that was something different, and many of you did not notice it. But today it was too obvious, so I had to step out for a minute. That's what happens when you are in a hurry, burry, scurry, and my glasses. My glasses. Okay, now I think I am all set. Is it on dot? On the dot already. Hello, Del. How are you? All good today, Del. All going well today. Morning live stream wasn't too well, but I guess there are ups and downs and hiccups and bumps in the road, but otherwise, all going good. Is it your 5 o'clock? Not your lunch break. 10 o'clock morning. So 10 o'clock morning for you. So getting ready for work or reached work. watching while working. What time do you start working, Del? Do you have any fixed hours for yourself, or like you just work as long as there is work? Like, do you start at a fixed time and finish at a fixed time, or what is it like? 8 to 4 p.m. Okay. I know. I believe by 5 p.m. London is dark. Yeah, usually I don't know. By 5 p.m. London is dark. Honestly, Del, I did not watch it. In fact, I was going to ask you, when did you upload it? I was going to ask you, when did you upload it? What was the last thing I saw? I saw something and commented on it this morning, if I'm not mistaken. I There was something I commented. Let me think what that was. There was something this morning, and I commented on it as well on Sunday. I don't know. I'll have to check. I'll have to check because I'm trying to remember this morning's what it was, and the one I saw in the morning, I don't know. I don't even know if it is one of the latest ones or is it an older one. I'm trying to remember what it was. What was it? There's so many I saw today. I saw one of yours. I saw Alex's, a couple of others. I was on a live stream this morning for Filipina Unique. Poor thing, she also needs watch hours. She still needs about 1,000 watch hours. So I was on her channel. Then I started my live stream. I kept her on my other account, my second channel account. I kept her on that, and I kept commenting. Okay, today is Wednesday, is it? Thursday today. Wow, Thursday. No, Monday. Okay, I would have seen it. Or unless did I not comment on it? No, I always comment. Whenever I see any of your videos, I always comment on it. I always comment on it. So if you did receive a video of mine, a comment of mine means I did. If there is no comment, I need to go back and check. I'll check. I'll check your thing and see what were some of the latest ones. But I know this morning there was one that crossed my way and I commented on it. I'm just trying to think. Do you remember what it is about, your Monday's video? Because remember, I commented something today, I think, and you said there is a big video coming out. Something I commented, and you replied and said there is a big video coming out on that. Something like that. I'm really trying to think which video it was. But this much I remember. I commented, and you replied also, and you said, watch the full video. Watch the full video. Watch the full video." So there's a full video coming out on that as well. I'll go back and check after my live stream. I'll check that. I'll check your I'll check your list of videos, your shots, and see which one. And even if there's the full video that's come out, I'll check that. Yes, because you need to build up watch hours also. You need to really build up watch hours as well. You have got your 1000 subs, so that is good. Now you have to concentrate on your watch hours. And I think it's pretty good. The number of watch hours you have reached is pretty good because I think it is mostly all on. Oh, it's anyhow. No, no, no. Because you're mostly doing shots, right? You have mostly done a lot of shots, a few videos, but yet you have collected a fairly good amount of watch hours on your videos. So that is commendable. Like my watch hours are building up now only because of my live stream. But if I'm going to count my videos, my watch hours are very, very poor. Like on my videos, I think in these 7 months, I had only some 200, say 250 maximum, let's say 250 maximum. I would have had watch hours for my videos. That's for 7 months. But because of live stream, I've collected about 300 plus in just this 1 month. In 1 month, I've collected 300 plus because of my live stream. So that's a big difference. So it's very commendable that what you have got watch hours, you told me, it's very good. It's on your videos. For me also, yeah, for me also, I've got much more shots than I've got videos. So Del, anything you want to say on today's topic? Healthy eating. I gave something like, what did it say? Half should be vegetables, quarter should be proteins, and quarter should be carbohydrates. That I just chose one at random. So if you go to see, like, there are so many variations that they keep giving. Hello, Pita. How are you? Good to see you, Pita. Oh, thank you, Pita. Thank you. Only Anku came and then disappeared, and then Salima, or I forget that name. Right, forget that name. And he also came and disappeared. And then it was only me and my baby channel. So my this evening's topic, healthy eating. And my thumbnail had like your plate should be full of half vegetables, quarter proteins, and quarter carbohydrates. That's just a random picture I took. I not that I believe or not that I that is what I eat. No, I don't eat that at all. My plate is not half vegetable, quarter proteins, quarter carbohydrates. No. Thank you, Pita, for clicking on like. Del, don't forget to click on like. More vegetables compared to meat and carbohydrates. Yes, I like to eat vegetables, but I cannot cook three different set of things, correct? In order to have a balanced or a healthy diet and to eat something like that every day. Yes, Del. Thanks so much, Del. So I cannot cook like that different stuff like and a variety because I'm just one person to eat. So I can't cook little vegetable, a little carbohydrates, a little proteins. I cannot just cook a little like that. No. So what I usually do is I just cook one dish. So there would be either rice or bread. I'm not really picky. Sometimes my rice will run out. I will have bread. So I'm not picky like that. Rice run out means I usually have raw rice, but maybe the cooked rice has run out and I'm short of time to cook rice again. So for carbohydrates, I do have rice or bread. And oh, broccoli every single day. That's very good, Del. Broccoli is very, very useful, very high healthy. Markets are a little far from me, so and if I buy veg and keep it in the fridge, then it goes bad after a couple of days. Now the other day I bought okra, and I was so busy with my food that I did not cook the okra. And after 3 days, I pulled it out, and I said, "Oh my God, it was already soft. I had to just throw it out." So that's the problem. Broccoli is costly everywhere, Pita. Everywhere, broccoli is costly. I don't think really you get broccoli cheap. Canada, it's costly. I've seen here in Thailand, it's costly. Yes, I've seen the cost of broccoli is costly everywhere. And then you have to know to really pick. You have to know to pick the good broccoli. Like, oh, that's wonderful, Del, because in Canada also broccoli is costly. Broccoli is one of the costly items in Canada. So it's very lucky that it's affordable, so you can have it every day. But so like coming back to my story, like I if I'm cooking veg, well, that day it will be only rice and veg or bread and veg. That's it. So I cook that veg for let's say lunch and dinner, and that's it. It's cooked. If it's leftover, it's leftover. But that's what I cook for that day. Lunch and dinner, I will have rice and veg or bread and veg. So that's my carbohydrates and proteins for that day. Then, if I'm cooking chicken, then that's it. Rice and chicken, or it is bread and chicken. So that I prefer rice in the afternoon and maybe bread in the night, or rice in the night as well. There are times when I've been short on rice, so I've had it. I've had bread for lunch as well, but then night I make sure I have rice so that it's filling. So, so I cannot have every day. I cannot have a balanced diet. No, I just cannot afford to do that. Afford means not cost wise, but cooking wise, I cannot because I cannot cook separate. I cannot cook, and then I don't like to cook and keep it in the fridge for 3 4 days and keep eating the same thing for 3 4 days. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't want to daily cook. I normally cook for 2 days. I try to cook for 2 days, so I'm eating the same thing for 2 days. Rice I used to cook fresh every day. Then I started, let's cook rice also for 2 days and keep. So now my cooking is like 2 days at a time. So for 2 days, I'm eating the same thing. Sometime it gets over in 1.5 day. Then I would, if I have time in the evening, I would cook. But when I'm doing live streaming twice a day, it's very, very difficult. So, but still, there have been times when I have managed to cook even in the afternoon, but I finish my live stream by 12 o'clock so that I have like 5 hours to have lunch. And so, what I do is I have my lunch because by the time I cut things, chop up, and keep ready, onions, tomatoes, potato, and anything, whatever, I'm cutting up. It takes a lot of time to cut each one separately and then cook it up. It takes a bit of a while. So that's why also I cook it just for uh, two dishes. Only one viand and one more rice. Only rich citizens can afford two or more viands in a meal. Pita, I don't know. I don't know about that part of it. Like I wouldn't say just rich people afford to buy two and three, but the question comes is like, for me, the question comes is how much are you really going to cook? Okay. Let's say, I'm just saying, for example, let's say you bring 1 kilo chicken and you have 1 kilo fish or you have 1 kilo pork. Are you going to cook that 1 kilo chicken and 1 kilo pork just to have two different viands in a day? If you have a big family, like, you have a big family, then perhaps you could cook two dishes. Like, you could cook it because you could cook two viands also, I'm saying, because it's a big family, so you could have a variety. But like for me, it's just one person. What am I going to cook? Half a chicken, or just remove both the legs and the drum? Should I just remove both of them and only cook that? Like, and plus cook another quarter kilo of pork or something, or a quarter kilo of veg or something. It doesn't work, cooking so many things. I cannot cook two and three dishes a day. I cannot cook two and three dishes a day. So so that's the problem that I have. I cannot cook two and three dishes a day. So yeah, so that's the only thing. Now, take for example my wife when she was alive. Both my kids have separate taste. So she would cook what one kid liked. She would cook for that kid that particular dish. She would cook for the other kid what that kid wanted. And I always told her, just cook whatever we are eating. But no, she would cook that. And then for us, for both of us, she would cook whatever it was. I'm not fussy about eating. So anything. So for us, she would cook separate. She was a working woman. She was working also like a 9 to 5 job. She used to get up, like in Dubai, she used to get up very early, 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. She would get up just to cook so she can be at work by 7 or 7:30. Her work started or something like that. 7 o'clock, I think her work started. 7 to, yeah, 7 to 3. Her work was 7 to 3. So she would get up at 4 o'clock, 4:30 and cook for the day. And she would cook every day. She would cook every day. So like she would get up and chop up everything and cook and everything. She was fast in she was fast in preparing. Hello, Ia. Third like here. Thank you, Ia. Thank you so much, Ia. I know you told me in a separate message, poor connection. What to do? You are on an island. That's the first problem. Second problem, Philippines has bad internet connection. So that's the second problem. Yes, Peter, you are right. When we are alone, one cooking one stuff isn't enough, is enough. Like before also, like we would cook like one viand and one veg. So like veg used to always be there. So one viand and one veg, we would always have that. So there was either pork or chicken, and my wife did not like chicken that much. I also don't like chicken that much, but it's white meat, so it's good to have. I'm cutting down on my pork. I've been eating too much of pork recently, so I'm cutting down on that. So there's going to be no pork for 2 months. Beef is very rare to get over here, and beef is very, very costly as it is, but it's very rare to get around here. Very rare. You don't see it in the normal markets out here, wet markets also, you don't see beef. Pork, there's a lot of pork. Chicken, there's a lot of chicken. And veg, of course, there's veg and fish. And fish also, there's a variety of fish. I only know tilapia. I bought squid once, but I cannot cook it properly. I cannot. Yes, yeah, I know it's very problematic, but it's okay. You have to manage the best you can, right? Whatever you can manage, you have to manage. There's no point pulling your hair out. It won't help. Yeah, your Wi-Fi is saying, should I let Ia be on Winston's live stream or not? So your Wi-Fi connection internet is thinking and saying, should Ia be on Winston's live stream? So it's thinking. Let it think. Give it time to think. You are still holding on over here, so that's good. So Ia, tell me, healthy eating. What do you consider to be healthy eating? I cannot cook 2 and 3 dishes per day. I am all alone. I cannot cook 2 or 3 dishes for myself. So I just cook one rice and one, either it's a veg or it is chicken or it is pork or it is fish. So I just cook one thing, and then I cook there's rice, and sometimes I have bread instead of rice. So it's just one dish. I cannot have half protein, half carbohydrates, and quarter carbohydrates and quarter protein. I cannot have it that way. And I cook for 2 days at a time. I cook for 2 days at a time. Okay. So, Ia, you don't eat pork. Yeah. And only chicken breast. Okay. Sorry. I felt like sneezing. Someone else said they eat only chicken breast. I remember on a live stream, somebody else told me. Del, was it you? Was it Steven? Only eat chicken breast, no other part of the chicken. I don't think it was Steven. Yes, Ia sent me a separate message on Messenger saying that she wants to be on my live stream, but she's having connection problems, and still she just made it over here. But she said her phone is buffering. Yes, Dell. I remember Dell saying before also he only eats chicken breast, no other part of the chicken. This time when I went to Cebu, I ate the chicken intestine. It's something I've never eaten before, but it was on the skewers. The chicken intestine was on the skewers. So I was brave enough to take one skewer and eat the chicken intestine. Okay, I ate it. I can say I ate it, but I don't know. I could eat it again. I could eat it again. When you think like intestine, disgusting. But when you eat it, ultimately it's food, right? And when it's barbecued, it tastes nice. When it's barbecued, they put nice spices and they barbecue it, so it tasted okay. And my brother, he calls the heart, the liver, and all. He calls all that spare parts, and he says, "Oh my God, spare parts! I will never eat it." But from a kid, I would love to eat that. I love the heart, liver, lungs, kidneys. I love to eat. The other day, I bought chicken heart. I bought chicken heart and I cooked it up into a little dry dish like. And yeah, I relished it after a long time. After a long time, I was buying chicken heart after a long time. But back home in Canada, I would buy very often chicken heart, liver, uh, and the gizzard, the stomach, the gizzard. I would buy that. I don't fancy eating the chicken legs, the feet, chicken feet. No, and it's only got a little bit of flesh in the center. It's only got a little flesh. The rest is no, but I don't know. People love to eat the chicken feet. Apart from it being cheap, but I read somewhere that it's very healthy to eat it. The chicken feet, it's got a lot of nourishment in it. I read somewhere a lot of nourishment. I don't remember now, but I know it said a lot of nourishment, which is healthy for the human body. So the chicken feet. So yes, many people eat the chicken feet. Even here in Thailand, they love the chicken feet. Uh, I the only fish I eat here is the tilapia because that's the only fish I know how it tastes and what spice to put inside. But so many other type of fish, I just do not know what it is. I have eaten ready-made when I buy ready-made food. I've eaten some kind of fish, some smaller type of fish it is like. So I have eaten that. It is fully fried and they fry it with the fins and everything they fry. I don't like when I look at it, it's horrible. The fins and everything and the eyes and everything you see, the full fish. I sometimes wonder if they clean it properly. I just wonder if they clean it properly because when you look at that, so yeah, but I love chicken heart, liver, kidney. I love that. I love that. Then back home in India, we get goat for mutton to have mutton. So goat meat. London also Indian restaurants would have. Here it's very limited, but Indian restaurants, I do not know from where they get the goats, but they do advertise the mutton biryani and mutton this and mutton that. But sometimes I wonder whether they're just using beef and saying it's mutton. So goat, they have a full thing, like, right down from the gullet, the esophagus, the gullet, and that is very crispy, crunchy. When you cook it up, it's nice and crunchy. So I love to eat that. So right from the esophagus, the gullet, it comes down into the heart, the liver, and the lungs. Right at the bottom are the lungs hanging, pink color. So yes, we used to buy a lot of that. Just buy that full thing. They sell it separately, the full thing. Like, if you want separate, then sometimes they sell separate, but usually people just buy the full thing, right from the gullet right down to the lungs. So all the heart and the liver and everything is there for the goat. And we used to bring it home and clean it nicely and then eat it. Make it into a dry, spicy dish and eat it along with whatever other food. So yes, back in those days when the kids were small, we used to have uh, multiple dishes. Multiple dishes were there. Okay, talking about healthy eating and talking about all this, what what are your views? I said I want to ask this question also. What are your views about dieting? Dieting. Dieting is the in thing among the younger generation, especially the girls. They want to have a streamlined figure. They want to have hips that are only this size hips. They want to have. So every second girl is, I guess, is on diet, right? So, and they are skipping meals and not eating properly, and skipping meals is dieting for them. So what is your opinion about dieting? What is your opinion about dieting? Do you believe in skipping meals, and that is dieting, to skip meals? Some people, they want to reduce. They don't like to exercise. They don't want to go for walks, and they feel, I'm becoming too obese. So let me skip some meals. So what is your opinion about that? My opinion is, I don't believe meals should be skipped. No. There are many times when even my friends or whoever suddenly, say, oh, not going to have dinner tonight. No, you cannot go to bed hungry. I have been reading many articles previously, previously many articles. Like, it can be to such a extent that if you do not eat any meal in the night, and your stomach begins to feel hungry. Now, disclaimer, I don't have any great authentic qualifications on all this, but it's just a general discussion that we are having. So this is only from what I remember I have read in the past. So, like they said, is that if you don't eat in the night when you're sleeping, sometimes your stomach begins to feel hungry. It wants food. Then it begins to eat into the inner linings of your stomach and things like that. All the acids and all that, go haywire. All the acids and all that go haywire, in your system, because they want food. They want something. So they say, whatever it is, have something light, but do not go to sleep uh, without eating. So no matter how late, like the other day, I came home at 11 o'clock. I was doing constant travel, so there was no place to sit down and have a meal, or can't carry your meal and eat it in the transport. So when I came home at 11 o'clock, what am I to eat? But I had salami sandwich. That salami is in the fridge for emergency, but I eat it sometimes. But it's also kept there for emergency. So there was food. There was food in the fridge, but to eat rice and curry and all that at that part of the night, and that too I came at 11. Then I had a shower first thing, and then I sat down to eat. So maybe at 11:20, 11:30. So I said no. I had like three slices of bread with salami, and then I had fruit. So there was watermelon. I had watermelon. I finished that watermelon, and I had a little bit of mango slices. So, yes, I had that for the night, but I would not sleep hungry. I would not sleep hungry. Sometime back home, we used to have soup and put like some crotons in the soup, and just have that soup with crotons. Good enough. And if there was fruit, have some fruit, maybe sometimes ice cream. Yummy, yummy ice cream. So sometimes have ice cream as well. Del, don't eat meals after 6 or 8 p.m. in the evening because when you go to sleep, all that food comes into fat because you're not doing anything to burn it off. Yes, Del, I try to eat food between 5 and 7, but now because of my live stream, I'm eating like maybe about 7:30, 8 o'clock because I finish only at 7, my live stream 5 to 7. And sometime I've gone on for live stream, many people are here. It's an interesting conversation and they want to stay on. So I think I've gone even for another 3 hours or more. I've gone on with my live stream in the evening, which means then I'm ending up eating like about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm eating. What to do? But that's not a regular feature. So once in a way it is. So, but usually like 5 to 7 maximum. But 5 to 6 is the time Pita will know. Pita will tell you. So many times I tell her, okay, Pita, I'm having my food now. So now today, like there was nobody on my live stream in the morning, so I just finished up at 11 o'clock, and I had a very early lunch today. But I ate a lot of fruits later on. I ate fruits because I said most likely if people are here on the evening stream, then I will be finishing a little later. So I had a lot of fruits. In fact, I had the fruits and I finished up all my fruits, so there's no fruit for the night. The other day, I was buying from the fruit man. There's a fruit man who comes and he has this mobile mobile one, is on a motorbike. And he, opposite Fashion Island, outside Fashion Island on the road. So he's selling over there. So we are very good friends now in the sense that when I'm getting out of the jeepney, the Songthaw, when I'm getting out and he just happens to turn back, he sometimes just turns back whenever something stops if he's got nobody. He turns back and he'll see me and he'll give me a big wave, like long lost friend kind of. So I will wave out to him and then I'll go and ask him how he is. And I buy quite a lot of fruit for him because I don't go every day. I go twice a day, like sometimes longer. But I buy fruit for 2 days because more than 2 days, it turns soft and soggy and it goes like bad. I don't like to eat that. So I just buy fruit for 2 days. Things like mango, things like pineapple and watermelon, I kind of have to finish it. Now the thing is, I buy it in the evening, so my 2 days begins from night dinner and lunch. So that's it. But by the time the third day comes, the fruit begins to go off a little soft. I don't like, So I have to. Now. If I had a choice, I would have to first eat the pineapple because by next morning not that will go very soft, overripe kind of. So I would start with the pineapple, and next day for lunch I would have the watermelon, and then depending on whatever is left over. So that's how I manage. So yesterday I had four types of fruit. Yes. So The other day when I was buying fruit, I after a long time I took a guava. I took a guava. So when I took a guava, he pointed out to something, and I asked, "What is that? I don't know." So he said something in Thai I did not understand. Hi, he said falang. Falang means guava, but it did not look like the guava. So I said, no, no, no. I already brought like three different types of fruit. So I said, no, no, this is okay. But when I went to put the fruit into a bag and put it into my backpack, I was really curious what kind of a guava is that. So I went to him and I asked him. And he said it's looking like the shape of mango, a small mango, you know how it is. My mouth is watering. So he said it again and I saw it on the translator. It says guava soaked in plum. Guava soaked in plum. So that is new to me. Guava soaked in plum. And the shape of the guava is more like the mango. So I kind of told him I'll take it next time. So yesterday when I was passing by on my way back after shooting the videos, so he was there. No, no, before going. Sorry, when I was going, I saw him there. He's not there in the night. So I saw him there and I saw him there and I said, okay, let me have this guava soaked in plum. So as he was cutting, he cut it into pieces and give you. As he was cutting, the first he cut and he gave it to me to taste. I tasted, wow, it is guava, but what a lovely taste soaked in plum. And then he asked me if I want the mango soaked in plum. So I had already taken now, I taken the guava, I taken the guava and I took pineapple. I took guava and I took watermelon. So I already had those two fruits. Because when I come back in the night, there is another man a little further away. There's another man that is selling fruit. Sometimes I think his wife is there, sometimes he's there. But later in the evening, early evening, like his wife is there, I think, and in the night he's there. So I said, okay, I want to buy because he sells the what you call it, the spice with the salt, like the salt mixed with some chili spice. Like he gives a good quantity compared to this regular man I buy from. So he gives a good quantity of that, and it's really nice and spicy. So I like it. My mouth is watering. The fridge is too far. If it was within distance, I would have opened it and brought the packet samples. So because of that, I said I will buy some fruit from him. So I went there, and that's when I bought pineapple, and I bought another guava because I finished up that first guava. So I bought another guava from him. So guava and pineapple I bought from him and came home. Because yesterday when I was going, it was so hot in the bus. It's a non-AC bus. That particular bus number, there is no air conditioned bus, and I wanted to even drink water, but I nobody was selling even water, juices, no kind of drink, and I was surprised. And the bus stop was crowded, so they would have had good sales, but I don't know nobody on either side because I got off one side, then I had to take the overhead bridge to the other side to catch the transport coming back again. Thank you, Manang. Thank you, Manang. Thank you so much. Manang, what kind of healthy food do you like to eat? Today's theme. Don't forget to click on like. You already like done. Yes. So what do you think? What kind of food? Healthy food. So what do you think? What kind of food? Like my thumbnail says, half your plate must be vegetable, quarter protein, quarter carbohydrates. Like I said, I cannot cook three different things a day. I just cook bread, or there is bread, or there is bread to eat, or I cook rice, and I will cook either vegetable or another day only chicken, or another day only pork, or another day only fish. So I cannot cook and have a balanced diet every day. No, I cannot do that. I'm all by myself. So for one person, it's not worth it. So Manang, tell me, what kind of food do you consider healthy eating? Yeah, Pita says skipping meals will only lead to uncontrolled eating. Really? No, but you see, youngsters, they skip meals and they really have a waistline like this. They have a waistline like this. Dev, hi guys, sorry, I need to go now, busy at work. Sure, Del, thank you for staying on so long at least. I appreciate it. You give me a lot of support. Thank you so much. And enjoy your day at work. And after my live stream, I will have dinner, and then I will check your channel. I will check your channel to see what was on Monday or anything latest you have done. So take care, Del. God bless to you also, you and the family. Sometimes I find there are too many people, like let's say Manang, uh, Machi, Maya, Iya, Calvo, who is the other normal famous ones. So sometimes I see all of them are on live, or all are on live. So what should I do? So I keep my laptop open and keep the multiple, have everybody open there and keep commenting, little bit here, little bit there. Like I remember Calvo, the latest one he had was changing a wheel. I think he was changing a wheel for his SUV. He was changing a wheel. So I peeped and said hello to him. And in the morning, I had Filipino Unique. She needs 1,000 watch hours. So I had Filipino Unique. So I stayed on her channel. Then when I was on my channel, I opened from my second channel and I kept her live over there. And now and then I was commenting. And when I finished mine after 1 hour, she was still on. I was eating my lunch and I finished my lunch and she was still on. She's trying to get her watch hours. So, but she had a lot of people also, you know, on her channel. And then her cousin Anne, Filipino Wanderer, she came there. And Anne is a very talkative person and always laughing and creating jokes and having fun. She loves that true Filipino, fun loving Filipino she is. Just 22 years old or something like that, but she's done well for herself. Well for herself. All of them came from very, not poor families, very, very poor families. But they have come up. They have come up. She studies. She's opened a convenience store. She's even opened a convenience store. And she has uniforms for a convenience store. Very enterprising girl. Just 22, but very enterprising. Kids today are smart. Kids today are really smart. And it's nice to see that these kids have come up the hard way, and yet they are doing so well for themselves. It's a wonderful thing, wonderful thing. I'm very happy for her. So, Manang, what kind of food do you like to eat? What kind of food, like what kind of a diet you prefer to eat? Maybe we don't eat it, maybe there's some food we don't eat, but must be having some reason or the other. But like if we had a choice, like what would we be eating? So if you could just share with us. Yes, veggies. Hello, Parinda. Hello, Parinda. Yes, Parinda, thank you for stopping by. I've been watching a lot of your shots, and I happened to see your latest one about Saudi Arabia. How should women be dressed, like wearing the hijab? Should they wear hijab or not? So nice of you to drop by, Parinda. So, yeah, Saudi, I tell you, I give hats off to the crown prince and, royalty. The amount, the way they are changing today is remarkable. Like, they've been doing it for some time now, and I am all for them. Maybe now I would be interested in taking a visit to Saudi Arabia. I've never been there. I wouldn't mind. Sure, sure, Parinder, sure. Sure, let's discuss that afterwards if you want, or I can discuss here. But Parenda, when you are doing your shots, you're doing your shots. You have a figure of a lady or something in the background. I don't know if that is you, okay? But normally you have that background, there's somebody there, and then you are talking in front. So you have that background, right? And when you do your shot, so what you can do is you can take a screenshot of that. You can take a screenshot of that, and your screenshot of that will already have maybe something written on it, or you take a screenshot without any writing on it, and you can use that as your thumbnail. You could use that as your thumbnail. So you take a screenshot. Now, when you take a screenshot, if you take it like from your laptop or whatever it is, like, they have a print screen, right? So you get a whole screen, then you have to crop it. You have to crop it and make it, according to whatever you want. And But there's another thing which somebody told me and I learned. You have to press Windows, Shift, and S. Let me write it here in case somebody doesn't know. So this is for a snippet, for get a snippet. So screenshot means they take out the full screen, then you have to, crop it and all that. But here you can take a snippet. So you can only take what you want. You can just drag your cursor and then take it down, whatever picture you want, only that. So you only take like that snippet, only that part of it, what you want. So for the snippet, there is Windows, Shift, Windows plus Shift plus S. So to take a snippet, there is Windows plus Shift plus S. All three has to be pressed at one time. They are all on the left hand. You can do it on the left hand side. So they are all together there. And do that, and then go wherever you want. There'll be some a plus sign, a plus sign. So go with the plus sign and whatever you want. Go with the plus sign and whatever you want. Do that, leave it. Then you'll find a pop-up. So click on that. You'll find a small pop-up. Click on that. Then a big pop-up opens. You can save it or you can just copy it. So whatever you want to do. Then I use Canva. I use Canva, the free version of Canva for my thumbnails. I use Canva for my thumbnails. So when you go into Canva, just open the free version, Canva. Then you have to go. I'm going to be putting all this also into my new video channel. Parinda, just just go to my new video channel and um, subscribe to that and look at some videos on that also. Okay, my new video channel. I'm putting up how to make things easy to upload videos from a phone, but some things you would have to do elsewhere. I cannot manage everything on a phone, but you can try Canva on a phone and see, if you can do it on your phone. But I prefer, it's more convenient on the laptop. So I use Canva for my thumbnails. So when you go into Canva, it says insert files or something like that. 1 minute. Let me just get the correct thing. Oh, I have to go to Canva. But Parinda, just message me, and if you want to call and you want to do it live, I can explain to you live while you're doing a thumbnail what to do. Or in the messages we can do that, or we can do it on a call. So just let me know. Drop me a message in WhatsApp, and we take it from there. I'll help you with the thumbnail, no problem. So this is what I do for the thumbnail. So I copy the thumbnail and then I put it into then Canva. Okay, let me just open Canva. I think it says insert file. Okay, just bear with me. Let me open a Canva. And usually I start my thumbnail from scratch. Create a design. Let me. Hmm? Yeah. So it says file and import files. File, import file, and then it says choose file. Correct. Okay. File, import file, choose file. So that's what it says, Parinda. And accordingly, so I will be putting in due course of time. I will put up a video about that, but I'm just doing something in sequence. And after each video, I say what is coming for the next video, what I'm going to put at the next video. So I don't want to jump the queue for that, but this is one of the things that I will be putting up as well. So just send me a message on WhatsApp, Parinda. Tell me what you want, and I'll explain to you. I'll run down with you on the different ways that you can do the thumbnail. Now I'm quite an expert. You see, I do my thumbnail for uh, all my live streams. I create a thumbnail with a subject that we can discuss. So Manang, Parinda, Manang said she loves to eat vegetables. So Parinda, what do you consider healthy eating? Do you eat a mixed variety of food per day, or how do you do it? Like my thumbnail said half should be vegetables, quarter should be proteins, and quarter should be carbohydrates. That's what the thumbnail said. I just took a random thumbnail. So, what do you think should be healthy eating? I thought of something and I'm going to change that thumbnail later on. I'm going to change that thumbnail a little later. I did not have time to create what I had in mind. So I'm going to change the thumbnail a little later. Oh, it's a short. I cannot change. Oh, it's a live stream. I can change the thumbnail. It's a live stream. I can change the thumbnail. I'm going to change the thumbnail later. So I use Canva for creating my thumbnails. But Canva also has ready-made thumbnails that you can use. Some are free, some you have to upgrade. So use the free ones. And you just have to remove whatever they have and just put the picture or put the writing or whatever you want. You just have to do that. I know on internet there are lots and lots and lots of videos, but whenever I Google and go to YouTube and try to look at some videos, many times I get lost between one slide to another. I get lost one frame to another. Sometimes I find it is very complicated to understand, but most often they go so fast that you have to keep going back and checking, go back and check. And it is good for them because you are going back and staying longer on their video. So they will get more watch hours. So it works conveniently for them, but not for you. Like, it's disgusting to keep going back and checking, going back and checking. So they go so quick, from one frame to another, so quick they go. So I am controlling my channel. I'm making it easy. I'm doing it very simple. I'm not putting a 32 video to show you how to do everything. Nobody can do everything at the first go. Nobody does everything. Even the most professional people don't do everything at the first go. And even now, those that have made YouTube their business, many have made YouTube their business. They hire people to do different kinds of job for the video. So somebody is doing the content, somebody is doing the layout, somebody is doing the writing, somebody is doing a thumbnail. So they are got specialists who are doing all the different kinds of work for them. So even those people, everybody doing it, putting it together, somebody has to review it, they have to give their comments on it, they have to think about it, and then they will post it, right? Maybe the lighting is not so good, then they have to manage and see what they can do for it. So there are many aspects to look at. So definitely nobody can do everything. So what is the purpose of showing a 32-minute video or a 1 hour video? It's only they get watch hours for themselves, because the poor person who's struggling to do it says, "Oh, I can watch this," and so confusing for them. What do I do first? Where do I go? How do I do? Keep going back and looking, back and looking. It's very time consuming. So my videos are just like 1 minute, 1.5 minute video I'm putting. Just follow one basic step, how to get your video on YouTube. Just do that and get it. And then later on, you can keep adding on features one by one, keep adding on features. So maybe your first video doesn't have any sound, but then your later videos, you can add sound. So that's what I have done for mine. I just gave how to upload first. And now in the second one, I gave some more details how to upload sound and how to upload some other features. And for my third video, I've already, at the end of my video, I give what is going to be had next. So that way it gives me some direction to work on. So how to put in description and everything, only using a phone, because I am not very good in using a phone. But this is also, by me doing this, it is helping me to use a phone, because I help two people who don't really have access to, they have access to a laptop, but they are not very convenient with using a laptop. And the other one uses a laptop, but not very convenient about how to do all these things on a laptop. So initially they have a phone. So I help them to start YouTube channel and using only the phone. So then I thought to myself, why not I start a second YouTube channel only talking about this. It's not doing too well, but it doesn't matter. I think the first one I had some 30 something views, and the second one I had just about 9 views. I posted it yesterday, but it's okay. At least it might have benefited those 9 people or the 30 people. At least some of them it might have benefited. Nobody has commented as such from. I got people who commented from people I already know, but I've not got any strangers commenting on that. So I hope somebody does comment, say something about it. So that way I will be able to improve. Somebody ask me for something, how to do this, how to do that. I can put it into simple way. As a teacher, we there is something that we possess, some kind of skill we possess. And I gave the example in the company I worked. The lady who was working there for 10 years, she was like the oldest in the department. She had created all the training manuals for staff and dealers and all. But the training manual was not a complete one. You would get lost. You never knew how to go from one step to another. and she would yell and scream at you, saying, "How much am I going to teach you? Y'all don't understand anything." And then one day I took her to the manager, and I told the manager, I said, "I'm sorry, I have to come to you finally because this is the problem. The manuals are incomplete. We get stuck." And she just yells at everybody and goes on as though we are like imbeciles. We cannot understand, we cannot follow. And though she was there for 10 years and my manager favored her in many ways, but like, because she knew, like, she knew so much of the company's, ways and dealings. But then my manager turned on and told her and said, "So and so, X, I'm your manager, but I do not know the work that you are doing. I do not know the work. But if by chance I am told that I have to do this particular work, supposing by chance I am told to do that, I need to pick up a manual and I need to be able to read and follow what it says and finish doing the complete work from beginning to end. I will finish doing it without any hiccups. That is how thorough your training manual should be." So she said, "Winston, I know you are a teacher by profession, so you might be more organized and you've got a good reputation with the dealers, explaining to them." And she had already made me to in charge to train the new people that joined the office. That is why the other lady was more angry with me, because she used to be training the people. And everybody praised me because they said, "You are so patient, you explain to us, you don't get annoyed with us, you're not hasty. If we have a problem, we still come back to you. Though the manual is there, we still come back to you." But I understand, because the manual doesn't work well. Dell, I saw the cable car. I even commented on it. I commented on the cable car and I said, are you taking it out from the cable car?" And then you mentioned, "Yes, you are taking it from the cable car." So Dell, I do not miss out your videos. I try to get on to all your videos, Dell. So yes, I will reply later on to your. Later on, I will reply to your. But if you are listening on the live stream, if you are listening onto the live stream, you will hear me saying this, that I did reply to your cable car, and I even asked if you are on it, and you replied also. So yes, I'm always on your videos, Adele. Don't worry. I try my best. I think I was late on that video because there were already 3 or 4 comments before me. I didn't have time to read the others' comments. Sometimes I do read it, but I didn't have time. But I commented, and you also replied to my comment. So yes, Del, I have watched the cable car. But I think you said you're going to do a full video on it, so I'll have to watch the full video. So I don't know whether the full video is on the 4th of February or when, I don't know. I just saw your message. I tried to read it as soon as the message popped up. So this is what I read. So I will go back and check it out. But I know I did respond to a cable car video of yours, and you replied to the comment as well. So yes, so that's what I was saying about my second channel. So I make it, I break it down, and I make it into step by step, step by step. So I'm also learning how to do it from a phone, but there are so many limitations, so many limitations. Like for example, the description in on the laptop. I can go into my channel, I can go into customization, I can go into settings, and I can go into default uploads, And in the default uploads, I can easily enter whatever I want. So whenever I upload another video on my laptop, and you go to create video and you download your file, and then when it opens, the description is already written. The comment description is already written. I just have to change the first paragraph. I only have to change the first paragraph, but the rest of it is what we normally keep. So it's very convenient. I am trying to find a way on the phone how to do that, but I don't see anything where it said customize channel. And I don't see, there is settings. I went to the settings, but it doesn't give you option of going into default uploads. Very few options for the setting. So, the phone is really very difficult to use. Hello, Stephen. Nice to see you. Happy to see you, Stephen. So, is it tomorrow, Friday? You go back to work, Friday day shift? Or are you going to work today, Thursday? No, I think Friday. Friday you go back, Friday day shift, right? How is Martha doing, Stephen? Better? So, and Parinda, also when you are doing, if you are using your phone to upload videos, if you're using your phone to upload videos, you can use a thumbnail from your video. You can use a thumbnail from your video. You can choose a thumbnail from your video. You can choose the frame from your video. So if you go to my second channel, YouTube tutorial made easy, if you go to my second channel, you will be able to, oh my god, come on, what happened? I need to just plug it in before it goes off. So Parinda, you go to my second channel and you go to the first video. You will find there how to choose a thumbnail from the video you're uploading for your shot from your phone. So yeah, that is it. Martha is doing well. That's nice to hear. I think there are many that are keeping Martha in their prayers, so it's good. Yes, tomorrow, Friday. You start tomorrow, Friday morning. So make the best of your Thursday today. It's still morning for you, morning 6:21. So you still have the whole day. So you still have the whole day, Stephen. Make the best of it. Then you have a good night's rest and off to work tomorrow morning. So I guess it means early night for you, yeah? The morning live stream, I was stifling a yawn so much. I was stifling a yawn so many times because it was so boring for me in the morning. I was basically just talking to myself. Okay, by 8 o'clock you will be in bed. Okay. How long is the drive to your work, Stephen? How long do you have to drive? And I guess you won't have traffic in the morning going to work, but you may have traffic returning home. Don't forget to click the like button. If anyone has forgotten, just don't forget to click the like button. Yes. Okay. Either way, not much traffic. That's good. 20 minutes is not too far. On snow days, my wife and I had to leave work very, very early. We had to leave very early. And it's what is strange, and we had to take a highway, expressway. And what is so strange is that you can be 2 to 5 minutes late. Even sometimes 2 minutes late makes a big difference. You will either be free of traffic or you will be in traffic. So once we learned, we used to leave a little earlier and earlier and earlier, and then we found that time when if you are even 2 minutes later, you get stuck in traffic. So it made all that difference. So then we started doing it. So let it be if we reach office early, there was no problem with that. But when we reach office early, we just get ready for the day. But like we'll do some work maybe, but we'll go on the phones only at the time we are supposed to start working officially. Because if we go earlier on the phone, then we are stuck. So we complete some work. If we are early, we complete some work because we are not getting paid for coming early. Though we clock our timing when we come in, we clock the time, but we are not getting paid early. We are not getting paid because of the time you come and go. And even if you work like let's say 1 hour later, but it is officially signed by your manager, then only you get paid. So not that you have a backlog of work and so you have to stay back and so you complete it and then you leave. No overtime for that, no overpayment. But if you speak to your manager and explain and she feels it is okay and she's ready to sign up for the extra hour, then you get paid. And again, if you want to come on the weekend to do extra work and have overtime, that also is to be sanctioned only by the manager of your department. Then only you could go on the weekend and work. Otherwise, you have to work at your own time. No payment. So Stephen, we are talking about healthy eating. That is today's theme is healthy eating. And all for my thumbnail, I had like your plate is half of veg, quarter protein, and quarter carbohydrates. So, what are your thoughts about healthy eating. And what are your thoughts about the thumbnail, like what it says? Half should be vegetables, quarter protein, quarter carbohydrates. For me, I cannot cook a balanced diet every day. I am one person eating it, so I am not going to be wasting time cooking three and four dishes. I either I'm having rice or I'm having bread, so that is carbohydrates. And then it will either be I'm cooking only veg, or I'm cooking only fish, or only pork, or only meat. And I normally cook for 2 days. I cook quantity for 2 days. I'm not going to cut one leg of a chicken or two thighs of a chicken and cook that and then leave the rest. No. So I cook for 2 days. So I cook for 2 days and I keep that same food. Because if I buy veg, the veg gets bad. Even though it's in the fridge, it gets spoiled. Like the other day, I had okra in the fridge. It was the third day I took it out, and it was already soggy and soft. I had to throw it out. So veg, if I buy it, I cook it on that same day. If I buy veg, I cook it on the same day, and then I cook enough quantity for 2 days. Talking about food making me hungry. I've never really eaten healthy. Probably should start though. So in a way, Stephen, if you say you've never eaten healthy, so like any elaboration on that? Like what you mean by not eating healthy? Because for me, if I'm eating stuff like French fries, fast food basically, French fries, KFC, uh, Burger King, if I'm eating from those kind of places, like most Americans, they love to eat that, right? And when they go to foreign countries, like I see so many bloggers, in Philippines, like for example, and even the American bloggers who are living there and married to Filipinos, like they also say if Americans come here and then you see they are searching for fast food restaurants, and if there doesn't happen to be one in the area, they are pulling their hair out. And he said, you cannot leave America and come to a country and you want whatever is in America to be also in the new country. Then if that is the case, you stay in America, right? So even the American bloggers have said that on their channel. So it's not me saying it. It's like even they have said. And I guess that is for any country. I wouldn't just single out America, but that's for any country. If you are used to eating something special in your country and you go to another country and you're looking only for that type of food, well, don't expect to find it, right? For example, if I want Indian spices, I cannot expect to find Indian spices in some countries which I visit, right? So, yes, Stephen, yes, I agree with you. Eat what you like to eat like what you like to eat. And if you know that something is not healthy, like you said, McDonald's, like, okay. But if you feel something is not healthy, then yes, just avoid it, right? So that's good. So at least you're conscious, you're conscious that there's some food that is not healthy. So you should avoid eating it. Therefore, in other words, whatever you are eating would be healthy. So, like I said, I cannot follow that proportionate balanced diet. I cannot cook so many things in one day. Cooking one dish also takes a long time. So, for me, what takes more time is chopping and keeping everything ready. That takes a lot of time for me. So let's take for example, let's run down the road. Okay, onions. Okay, by the time I peel the onion and I start chopping it either into fine slices or I have to chop it up into mince type. Okay, that's onions. Then comes the tomato. Same thing with the tomato. Then comes chilies. If I want to put chili, if I want to put peppers. Okay, if I want to put like the green pepper, the orange, the yellow, blah blah, pink. If I want to put bell peppers, if I want to put peppers, then that becomes a problem. So cutting that up. Any kind of herbs, you want to put some kind of herbs, or some kind of green plants like maybe celery and cilantro, basil. So there, that's another thing that you have to cut up and keep. Quite often, I like to put potato in my food. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to get potato here. Potato is pretty expensive here, but I still have to buy it. I like to eat it. So either I cube the potato, or I dice it, or I slice it, or I cut it into round circles, or I cut it into like a semicircle. So all that cutting takes a long time. Cutting takes a long time for me to get all that done. Then I've got all that kept separately, like, sometimes I just take everything, I just dump it in the pan, pour the hot oil in the pan, pour oil in the pan, put the spices, and just cook up the whole thing. I don't do it in sequence, step by step. Sometimes I would do it if I want a different taste, and I will follow sequence and I will put it like step by step. Like first heat the oil, then put in the onions and let the onions turn a little goldenish brown. And then put in the tomatoes and then blah 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 and so on. So yes, if you are avoiding unhealthy food, it means you are making sure you are eating healthy food. But for me to eat a balanced diet, it's definitely a no. I think everybody is excusing Pita because she has to feed her face. So Pita is most likely feeding her face. She should be finishing 7:35, 7:37. Oh no! Oh no, she's listening quietly. Oh no, oh no. I know you are listening. That's why I said, I know you are the silent listener while you're eating or you're preparing your lesson for tomorrow or something like that. And you will be listening. So I said, let's rub you up the wrong way. So today you gave shorthand, not the long hand, not the long curly hand. Today you gave a shorthand. Oh, long weekend? Okay, long weekend. Wow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days off. Lucky you, Pita, lucky you. Yes, you can catch up on a lot of rest. That tongue out and the funny face was not meant for my viewers. It was just for me. My rump was feeling numb. If I get the other job here in Thailand, I will have a nice decent place to live. So I will be able to do nice live streaming, and hopefully the lighting will be much better. But I can also get a lampshade or a desk lamp or something initially to start with. So yes, I could do that. If I go to India for 2.5 months, then also I can have some space over there. I can have some space over there. Sometime I can sit outside in my sister's front porch. I can sit, or but there's a lot of noise from the road. There's a lot of noise. I'll have to test and see if I'm using my headphones and my microphone, if that would help. So I will have to test it out and see if I sit on my sister's front porch or in her front garden. But it's a very, very busy front, her gate over there. Very, very busy. In the days when her in laws had built that particular villa, it was so quiet and peaceful place. It had a beautiful hillside on the left hand side. When you come out, a beautiful hills on the left hand side. Very calm and peaceful. Now they have constructed a highway and a road and all along the hill. Houses have come up there. They've like flattened out many places. Big housing colonies have come up over there. Roads have come up. A bus depot has come up just in front of their house. There was a big open land area. A bus depot has come up over there. Lots of vendors are even outside their gate, like the gate wall, the compound wall. Vendors are out there selling stuff. You cannot get them out. Yeah, they won't sit in front of your gate, Some do try to do that. My sister chases them away, but she tells them, you can sit at the side where the wall is, you can sit there. So the beauty of the place, that serenity that was there, all that is gone now. And yet, my sister said, like just behind their house, those people who built villas over there are still having peace and quiet. But places change over the years, right? Places change over the years. I used to visit some good family friends. They were with my parents because he was the driver on the railway. My father was the guard on the railway. We stayed in the building at the side of each other, and many times he and my father worked on the same trains. So they had two boys. So we got very good, became very good friends with them. And they had shifted to this place where we had bought our house. They shifted there. No, we bought a house later on. They shifted first because he retired earlier. And when they bought this, it was the row houses. They bought row houses. And the row house, when they bought it, first of all, that place was a big wooded area, like a forest. And they had just cleared part of it and they had built these row houses. And everybody who went to visit them and their relatives and all said, why the hell you have brought this home, in this godforsaken jungle? And yet, couple of years down the line, they got it for a song. And yet, couple of years down the line, so much of that forest was cleared. So many houses came up. And then I was telling you the hill near my sister's home. From the other side of the hill, they now made a big road and a kind of a highway joining that. Before you had to go right around. Oh my God, it would take you so much extra time to go right around. Now it's a shortcut to go because it's a place called Bibwewadi, and there's a big biblical seminar on the Bibwewadi hill. So now it has cut on timing to go there with the road on the hill. So now, like, finished, it's come up, and what a good sale value it was today. So, yeah, so that is it. For me, every day is a holiday. But YouTube, it takes up a lot of time. Now, watch hours, how the watch hours would be calculated. Every day at 5 o'clock, I get an update, like YouTube updates at 5 o'clock. But I noticed on my phone, I am getting updates at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm noticing like my watch hours are changing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on my phone when I watch on the phone app. But when I'm watching on the laptop at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it still hasn't changed. It shows the old reading. And only at 5 in the evening, then it changes. So I guess like from the time and it starts off, oh, okay. So maybe 3 o'clock is the official time. It changes, but it registers on my laptop on the web. It registers only 5 o'clock, but on the app it is faster. So because sometimes I see I've got like, let's say I've got like 500 subscribers, but when I and let's say today I had five people subscribing, so I should have 505. But when I look on the screen, it shows live count is 505, but the update shows that I've got only 504 or 503. And I wonder why. When the live update is showing 505, so at 5 o'clock when I go to check, it should tell me that it should have the same number as the live update. But it sometimes give me a lesser figure. Now I think I've realized why. 3 o'clock is the cutoff time for me, at least in my country. So 3 o'clock is the cutoff time. That's when it changes, but it registers on the web page. It registers only at 5 o'clock. Now I have understood. While explaining it to you, I fathomed it out. This is what happens. So that is why after 3 o'clock, between 3 and 5 o'clock, there might be some more people that have subscribed, but it doesn't show. But on the phone, where did I keep my phone? But on the phone, let me see what it says for the subscribers. Oh, of course, it would show by now. It would show the updated version. No, but 3 o'clock. So no, it won't show. So okay. So I had one subscriber from before. Today, one subscriber. So that automatically came up. Or not even today, I think. I think yesterday. Yesterday after 5 o'clock, I think I got one subscriber. And so today it updated itself. Okay, so I found out solve one mystery of YouTube. Solve one YouTube mystery for today. So that's good. So many YouTubers try to explain, but sometimes I get lost, and sometimes I don't know whether they are experts in how they fathom out the algorithm of YouTube. But I never get answers what I want. If I want to find out something, I never get the answers. No matter how much I Google, I never get the answers. It reminds me of the very famous joke when you know computer started and then Google and all started. Like someone asked Google a question: how do you understand a woman? How do you understand a woman? And Google replied, we are still searching, but if you find the answer, kindly contact us. Apologies to the women. Sorry. If I said this and I was sitting next to Pita, I would get the frying pan on my head, I guess. Or I think I would get all the pens and pencils and sharpeners thrown at me like darts. Ah, thank God Pita did not hear that. Oh no, she heard it. Oh my God. Steven has already gone to sleep. Oh, you just finished your dinner, Pita. Okay. I, I'm waiting for the food to get over from my fridge. Yes, I am safe because I'm far away. I'm waiting for the food to get over from the fridge and for me to finish with all the things in the freezer. I tried to break the ice, but my freezer door is not closing properly. And that means, things inside would get bad. But I realized that the upper rack on the door closes that. When I close the fridge, it closes that freezer door. So for the time being, it's okay. I tried regulating the thermostat, but I don't know. If I put it onto something low, it's not cooling up. Ice is not forming. If I try to raise it a little higher, then too much ice keep falling. Too much ice keep forming everywhere. And the door, the hinges get a lot of ice, and the door creaks. So I'm scared it might break. So I want to defrost the fridge fully, and then I will be able to start regulating it properly and see what works best. Another problem is that this place gets very hot. Even my laptop heats up. I can get a short circuit one day. My laptop gets very hot. The Now the side of the fridge is cool, but afternoon, like, the fridge is hot. So sometimes I wonder whether there's some problem. I make sure it's away from the back wall and nothing too close at the side, and I try to do all that. But later on, I realized that it's the weather is so hot, so that is why the fridge also gets hot. So, like, just now, I touched the side of the fridge. It's cool and nice. No, the weather is very, very hot here. You have a tin roof, right? So because of that, it's very hot. Oh, talking all about food now, my hunger is increasing. I've just completed about, yeah, just 2 hours, like so. I think I'll end it because I think Pita, you're the only one left here now. I think you're the only one left here now. So you can also see to some other work and get ready. And I have to check Dell and reply to Dell because he was asking me if I saw the video he uploaded earlier. And when he told me, I saw that popping up, his message popping up saying about the cable car, and I said yes. I replied to the cable car, and he replied to my comment also. Yeah, I have a good memory, remarkable memory. First, he said he posted it on Sunday. Then he said no, Monday, and then he sent me the date. It was 4th of Feb. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, so it must. If it's 4th of Feb, it would be. Oh no, he's in UK, so could be the time difference. So okay, so 4th of Feb. But I cable car, I replied. I replied to the cable car. I commented on the cable car. He replied also to my comment. So I have to tell him about that. Okay, I will just type out a thank you note to everybody. So, what a wonderful evening of healthy discussion of eating healthy, right? Okay, I've gone over the limit. So, what another wonderful evening of healthy discussion on eating healthy. See you all. So, let's cut down on these words here, right? See you all. See you all. Oh, 199 characters. That's good. See you all. So, what another wonderful evening of healthy discussion on eating healthy. See you all on my live stream tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. my time. See you all tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That's a redundant way of saying something. So, cancel a.m. See you all on my live stream tomorrow morning at 10 my time. Please remember Martha, Stephen, Rusty, Myrna, and Nayar in your prayers. And I still have 3 characters left. I'll donate it to YouTube. And I've pinned that comment. And therefore, um, love you all and God bless. And thank you all for being over here, my YouTube family. I appreciate it a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Bye.